Hey guys, what's up? Mr. Napalms here, formerly known as Gamer5166, and I just want to be the first to tell you on behalf of myself and on behalf of the Grab a Life community, Grabbin' Lives community, or Grab a Life community, however you want to say it, we wish you a happy new year. We honestly do, and we hope that this year will be better than you, better for you, bleh, than the last. Wow. Anyway, I know you want to hear more voices on here. I know you want to hear everybody else, but unfortunately they're too drunk right now, so you're stuck with me. Either way, like I said, Happy New Year 2012. The Mayan calendar might be right, but just in case not, and we just get a zombie apocalypse, who's ready for that? And even if not, what are your New Year's resolutions? What are you going to do about yourself or about the world around you that is just going to change it for the better? What are you going to do? I know myself, I am emoting more. That is something I have always promised myself I was going to do, but I never officially did. If you watch any videos, excuse me, if you watch any of the videos on my last channel, I was always just, hey, I'm Gamer166, I always play Call of Duty and such and that, and nobody honestly wants to hear that. So I'm emoting more, I'm projecting more, I'm making sure everybody can hear me so I don't have to go through the painful and arduous process of having to amp up the volume every time on my computer. And also, on top of that, so far as gameplay-wise, I will get to myself as a person, but so far as gameplay-wise, I will try to stop putting up the scores before the game is officially over. And I know that annoys some people, like, hey, the scoreboard's in the way, trying to watch the final kill cam. I apologize for that. I'm going to try and do that less often. And on top of that, so far as scores, I do apologize for the gameplay. This is actually quite a bit old. I think this is a second prestige with a green emblem. I'm using the AK-47 with a noob tube, if you couldn't already tell, but either way, old gameplay coming up. I needed to put something up here, and I was actually too lazy to hop on Call of Duty right now. And I know some people out there actually want to see some more gameplay aside from Call of Duty. Probably some LoL, probably some World of Warcraft. Well, unfortunately, while I do play World of Warcraft, I like to believe I am exceptional at Call of Duty. Call of Duty is my game. Basically, almost every other shooter is a game that I will love, depending on concept. So here's the general breakdown of the group is basically our ace of spades, or our jack of all trades would be Vital Edge. Me, I'm just a point and click guy. I like simple interface, point, shoot, dead. Soul Reaper, I want to say he's somewhere in the 50-50 for between jack of trades and assault, but he seems to do preferably in RPG games. And so far as Valor, I just about think he's willing to try anything. So let's go ahead and count him for first timer. Either way, had to take a sip of water there. You're welcome to some of our antics. You're welcome to some of our conversations. Watch a video, share, like, subscribe, however mind you. And as a reference to one of my subscribers who happens to be a thorn in the side because he calls out everything that I say in a video and tries to put it in negatively. Listen, dude, I'm going to start being a lot more tentative. I'm going to start being a lot more aggressive. So if you have something to say, think it through before you actually type it down. Because if I read that it's coming off the wrong way, you're going to get channel blocked. And honestly, that's one of my New Year's resolutions too. I just need to stop worrying about people. I need to stop satisfying people. And I don't mean sexually, but I just need to stop satisfying people. Because I generally am a person who likes to thrive off of feedback. And I will try to get feedback any way possible. I just need to stop giving a fuck, basically. Unfortunately, I have no weed on me at the time. So that seems to be a problem. And also, for anybody else out there who's doing any underage drinking or even thinking about it, highly suggest you don't do it. At least wait until you're 21. I know I'm sounding like one of those freaking after-school specials right now, but trust me, if you're thinking about it, if you've been thinking about it, none of it's touched your lips yet, honestly, wait until you're 21, because you never know, shat happens. Shat happens. You know it and I know it, my friend. Speaking of, sorry, I had to take another swig of water, but that reminds me of a little incident that happened at high school just the year before we left. Apparently, we had some kids running around who was dealing out cocaine, and 3 of them were in our class. Now, I'm not so sure if they got caught afterwards, but just a couple seconds before the drug dog came in, they all got up, put whatever was in their pockets into the trash, claiming they sneezed. And I don't know, for the longest time when the drug dog was in the room, because a couple of my buddies were scared shitless, and my best friend freaking Vital Edge had brownies in his backpack. So the dog stayed around his bag for a second, but I don't think he exactly gave the signal to the cop, which I don't even know what the signal is, to tell the truth. Do they just stand still, or do they turn their head? Whatever the hell happens. He didn't give a signal, so he was safe. But they did stay around these guys for longer than expected. He not exactly the straight up signal you would expect. Hopefully they caught him, because honestly, drugs in high school, I'm not very big on that. You shouldn't be doing drugs at all, is what I'm saying. Either way, whatever. I know I'm sounding like an after-school special. Whatever. Just take it or leave it. That's my opinion on it. If you don't like it, boo freaking who. Already working on the first. I'm already working on the first. Whatchamacallit, New Year's resolution. But anyway, let's see, what else is there really to cover? Oh yes, the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar so far is 2012's. Actually, if I haven't gone over this yet, I'm not so sure if I'm repeating myself, because I'm trying my best to stay awake right now. Me and my buddies actually made this drink. I'm actually being inconsistent. But I'm staying awake right now on Black Death, and no, that's not a drink you can find anywhere. It's this freaking sugary concoction that me and my buddies had made for while we were doing our first video, actually, and basically we were running high on this massive amount of heart-stopping sugar. Thus explains the conversation. Either way, I believe it was quite hilarious. If you haven't seen that video, well, we only have 2 videos up. Feel free to stop by and take a look at that too. Let's see, where was I so far as this? Oh, I actually forgot what I was doing. Maybe I should actually go get some sleep before the official New Year's Day rolls in. I know plenty of people today on January 1st, 2012 are going to be waking up with hangovers. We actually went into the city, which, honestly, between you and me, I fucking hate the city. I really do. I do not like the city because it is compact. And if you live in a city and you take that offensively, please don't. If you like it, fine, stay in it. But I really don't like the city. It's compact. It's freaking horrible with traffic. I just don't like tight spaces, is what I'm saying. I really don't. But what was I before this whole thing? Before this whole fear of being compact. Zombie apocalypse plan. Yes, if I haven't said it before, and hopefully I'm not repeating myself. If I am, I'll probably catch it when the video is published. I'm only doing this for a swift playthrough, because we need another video up, honestly. What are your plans for the zombie apocalypse? Do you plan on holding out where you are? Do you plan on going someplace else? Or do you just plan on dying to the zombies? Just tell us so we know who to stay away from and who to actually help to a certain degree. But what I know, I know our plan is just basically try to hold out, at least near the seaboard, for as long as we can, then go over to Russia. Especially, I wouldn't say in the middle of winter, probably before winter started. Because by the time we got over there, I can imagine it's only going to be balls cold. Anything outside would be frozen and just unusable, just not worth the time to try and repair or defrost. Food will be scarce, though. That is the downfall. Tell you what, if you are a food gatherer, or a scavenger, if you will, that can find unfrozen food, or actually has the time to freaking do all that, to defrost the food and serve it out, while it's not infected by the disease, or whatever you want to call it, the disease, the transformation, the genetic, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Really don't know how it's going to happen. Might happen, really don't know, but are you prepared, basically? Are you prepared for the zombie apocalypse? And if you are planning to actually serve out food that isn't contaminated, give us a look up. Give us a look up. We'll help you and you help us. How about that? But anyway, this video is just about to come to an end. I do believe we won this at, well, actually the score is just going to tell you. And another one of my New Year's resolution, if I hadn't said before, that's going to happen in this video, is I will prematurely check the score before the official game is over. That's going to be something I'm going to stop. And if it still happens, at least now you have a signature to tell, oh, hey, Mr. Napalms was playing this game. Very nice. Anyway, as I said, people, Happy New Year. Hope you survive, and I hope it was better than the last. You guys have a good one out there, and stay safe.